Let us discuss corrosion resistance of duralumin. Okay, actually duralumin is an alloy which contains almost 96% of aluminum as well as 4% of copper. Okay, the advantage of this duralumin is if we properly heated this alloy into almost 550 degrees Celsius, this has strength several times more than aluminum, and we usually use it in aircraft industry, widely used in aircraft industry. And one of the disadvantages of this duralumin is even though the amount of copper is only 4% for corrosion resistance than aluminum. Okay, so we need to rectify that disadvantage. For that, we need to protect this duralumin with aluminum has high resistance of corrosion. Okay, so that is covered on both sides with thin pure aluminum sheets. This duralumin is sandwiched in between aluminum. Okay, this material is now known as alclad. Okay, the aluminum covering, the duralumin with aluminum covering on both sides is known as, this whole material is known as alclad. When we heated this into 50 degrees Celsius to strengthen duralumin, the copper will diffuse into pure aluminum covering, which will reduce the corrosion resistance of aluminum. Okay, to minimize this damage due to diffusion, we need to control the thickness of this aluminum covering as well as the time of heating. To understand the solution for Fick's second law as well as the diffusion more deeply, let's do one problem. Okay, that problem is, in alclad, 20 mm thick duralumin sheet are covered on either side with 0.2 mm thick pure aluminum sheets. Okay, so this is alclad. This whole thing is alclad, and the 20 mm, the thickness of duralumin is 20 mm, as well as pure aluminum is 0.2 mm. Okay, so this duralumin is covered with 0.2 mm pure aluminum on both sides. Okay, for retaining the corrosion resistance, the copper concentration at a depth of 0.1 mm from the outer surface should not exceed 0.4%. Okay, the condition is to retain the corrosion resistance. When we heat this duralumin into higher temperature, then diffusion happens. Copper will diffuse into the pure aluminum, that will affect its corrosion resistance. So, for retaining the corrosion resistance, the copper concentration at depth of 0.1 mm, the copper concentration at a depth of 0.1 mm from outer surface should not exceed 0.4%. That means the concentration of copper C of X should not exceed 0.4% from the outer surface. Okay, how long can the material kept at 550 degrees Celsius without damaging the corrosion resistance? The question is, how long can the material be kept at, how long we need to heat at 550 degree Celsius temperature without damaging the corrosion resistance of pure aluminum? That is the question. So we can find out some standard values as given here. For copper in aluminum, the D naught pre-exponential constant, D naught is equal to 0.25 Newton raised to minus 4 meters square second inverse, and Q is equal to 121 kilojoule mole inverse. If error function of Z is equal to 0.8, then Z is equal to 0.9. Okay, and in question, it has given C of X is equal to 0.4%, and we know the solution for Fick's second law is C of Xt is equal to A minus B error function x over 2 under root dt. Okay, and okay, look at here. This is copper. This is the duralumin, and this is the copper concentration. Copper is diffusing from duralumin to aluminum, and the concentration of copper in duralumin is 4, and the concentration of copper in aluminum is 0. Okay, aluminum is 0. Because the percentage of copper, the amount of copper in duralumin is 4%. Okay, and in pure aluminum it is 0. This is the initial condition. So 4% of copper in duralumin and 0% of copper in pure aluminum. Okay. So we got C of X is equal to 4.4%, C2 is equal to 4%, C1 is equal to 0%. That means initially for duralumin copper concentration is 4%, and initially for aluminum the concentration of copper is 0%, and T is equal to temperature is equal to 50 degrees Celsius, 823 Kelvin. Okay, let us find out first the diffusion coefficient D, that is equal to D naught into U raised to minus Q over RT, and we have all the values, and we can find out this is equal to 5.25 into 10 raised to minus 13 meters square second inverse. Okay, and the X is 0.1 millimeter. Okay, X is 0.1 millimeter. This is junction. This is X equal to 0, and this is total length of total thickness of this pure aluminum is 0.2 millimeter, and our condition is the concentration at 0.1 millimeter from outer surface should not exceed 0.4%. Okay, so X is equal to 0.1 millimeter, that is 0.2 minus 0.1 is equal to 0.1 millimeter. And let us find out the constants by applying the boundary conditions, and we have learned that. So A can be found out by using this equation. A is equal to C1 plus C2 over 2 is equal to 0 plus 4 over 2 is equal to 2. Okay, and the constant B is equal to C2 minus C1 over 2 is equal to 4 minus 0 over 2 is equal to 2. Okay. So the general solution for fixed cycle law is C of xt is equal to A minus B error function x over 2 under root dt. Okay, and we know the concentration should not exceed 0.4%. So that is C of xt is equal to 0.4 is equal to, we got A and B, 2 minus 2 into error function x over 2 under root dt. Okay, from this we will get the error function is equal to 0.8, and here from standard mathematical table we got if error function of z is equal to 0.8, then z equal to 0.9. So we can take x over 2 under root dt is equal to 0.9, that implies x square over 4 dt is equal to 0.81, and we will get the time t is equal to 5879 second. Okay, that is approximately equal to 100 minute. This means to keep the copper concentration at 0.1 millimeter from outer surface, 0.4%, we need to heat this whole alkali material only up to 100 minutes. Okay,